So here is one more thing that Jay's wanted to talk about. That's like having a small refrigerator in the truck,
Every day
right?
you go to the truck stop, we're eating unhealthy. So having a sleeper with a refrigerator, you get to go grocery shopping. You get to eat how you want to eat.
Yeah.
So the benefit of having a sleeper with a refrigerator.
Okay, microwave is not a big deal, but the fridge is, right?
No, microwave. No, microwave is a big deal too.
Yeah.
So you know, you get like, say you cook a home cooked meal, it can last you 3-4 days. You put it in the refrigerator and you warm it up in the microwave.
And that's what we are talking about, like for one person, but it's actually two of you guys.
Two of you, team drivers.
So I know because we used to drive in teams before, and there is no like certain point in time when you guys want to go, like let's say you want to take a shower or go to restroom, but sometimes you're not gonna go to restroom and you need to like have the same time going if you want to stop, and everything is doubled. Like, okay, I'm hungry now, but you're hungry in 2 hours, and that just makes a lot of difference. So here you keep what, like your personal items.
Oh, let me show you. This. Yeah, personal. Because you don't have that much space, so we had to buy like little storage units.
Yeah.
You can fit in the middle. Like you got personal items, more clothes in there.
Okay.
You got personal items, you get snacks. This is where we keep our snacks, more personal items.
Yeah.
So because you don't have that much space, so it's like this is how you survive on the road with
So,
no sleeper.
And let's talk the money wise, right? So you guys decided to buy a truck, right?
Yeah.
And like you are renting right now for 1,500 up to 2,000.
2,000 a week.
Let's say.
We spend between 15 to 2,000 a week. Then we spend about 400-500 a week on hotel rooms. Then you spend about like 300-400 on food. Every time you stop at the truck stops, you gotta buy food, you gotta buy drinks.
And let's be honest, since the market is crashed right now, talking money wise, is there any like normal money that you guys are expecting? You're like building a revenue or not? Just wanted to talk about with you about this because other guys, they're on the road too. So let's get to the straight information about this.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know. Like, it's like I said, we're team drivers, so we make decent amount of money. Like, I feel like this week is gonna be our best week. I think this week we made about like $9,000 this week.
Okay.
In 1 week.
We talking gross or we talking like?
No, we're just talking gross without all this, without gas.
That's very important to tell to people because everyone who is like promoting trucks, sales, whatever, they always say, you get 10,000 gross. But let's talk about expenses,
Expensive, like your most expensive is if you don't have a sleeper. The most expensive is hotels and food.
So let's say $100 each day.
100, yeah, basically.
1 month, that's $3,000 for hotel.
Yes.
Plus the time that, let's say, there is no nearest hotel nearby you each time you want to stop. Maybe sometimes it's $200, sometimes it's $70, let's say.
But you know what's the biggest thing people don't talk about? I'm gonna tell you in the trucking. Without having a sleeper, say you're on the road a lot, your feet start swelling up because you're uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So having a sleeper when somebody else is driving, you're just stretching out.
Yeah.
You really can stretch out. So it's like you trying to sleep every 30 minutes. It's like this. So you really don't get good sleep, and your feet start swelling up, your body starts swelling up. Like you need to stretch out.
Yeah.
In this industry, if you don't stretch out, it's gonna cost. It's gonna hurt.
It's gonna cost later.
Yeah.
So like, if you don't pay for the comfortable sleep, later you'll pay with your health, and that's sad.
And team driver not having a good sleep, you're always mad, angry. So it was like a sleeper.
I know how it's like. It's constant.
Yeah, you're always
come on.
Every little thing is like So it's like you see right here, this is really uncomfortable. So it's like no space or nothing.
Yeah, and like too many trucks, they don't even have the seat. They have like the bench.
Yeah.
So imagine driving with a other driver, and let's say she is on the bench, like to buckle up and all that stuff. It's just so uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable. So it was like.
And we have like. This is the reason we try in our shop to fix people problems.
Yeah.
Because we used to be drivers and we are just asking people, okay, what gap we need to fill in, right?
Yeah.
So let's say these seats, you see, they're kind of okay.
Yeah.
But usually the passenger seat is so uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable.
So we get seats too with Air Ride, we take them off from semi trucks. We do like, you know, transforming them and
Yeah.
adjust them to be good for this, you know.
Like, having a sleep in a box truck is like winning the lottery. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So it's like this,
And-
we love, like I said, we love driving and having a sleeper. This is.
I have something because I have some experience driving, but on the road,
Yeah.
let's say you are, like sometimes must happen that you guys were so hungry and there is no nearby store or whatever.
Yep. And we stop anywhere at a gas station,
Mm-hmm.
eating bad hot dogs, bad whatever. It's just like it's just bad. It's just
Yeah.
bad all the way. It's like where's helpful at? It's like 2-3 in the morning when you're driving. You're really hungry. Your stomach is just touching. And like,
Yeah.
oh my goodness! Like you go to a truck stop, all the food is gone.
Yeah.
All the food
All
is
the
already
good
gone.
food is
All
gone.
the good food is gone. It's like, oh my goodness, what am I gonna do?
Did you get frustrated when like restaurant is closed or something?
Yeah, of course. All the time. It always happens. So it was like everything's gone. So it's like having a, like I said, fridge and a microwave. It's a win.
Yeah, it's a win because you can cook your own meal.
Cook your own meal, yes.
Or you can do like prepare like for 2 weeks
Mm-hmm.
food at home and bring it with you and
Just
just
bring it, yep.
heat it up, right?
See right here? Sandwiches that we bring back. Having a refrigerator, you could have put it in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
So now it's like, this is about, if I don't eat it by today, it's a wrap. It's just
Yeah.
the money. Like, bread, like,
Yeah.
it's getting hard already.
In 2 or
because you're leaving
3
it out.
in 2-3 days will be like, you know,
good.
like a rock.
Yep. So
Yeah.
it's like,
So it's mentally and physically
yes.
hard job to do.
Hard job to do.
So the vision for all truck drivers should be, let's not make this job hard. Yeah. Yeah, and make it like to be people should respect truck drivers more, I feel that, you know.
Yeah.
Because you are constantly over there fighting storms, bad weather, whatever, and they're like they only see you when you have some money, just saying, okay, he's a truck driver,
Yeah.
he has money, his life is good, blah blah blah, all of that stuff. But that's not actually that much true sometimes. Yeah.
No.
So you guys, I wish you good luck first
Yes, thank
with
you.
this, and thank you for this information that you
Yes.
provided to other guys so they can see what are the benefits and advantages, disadvantages of having a sleeper or fridge, microwave, whatever in the truck. So is there any suggestions for other guys that want to jump into the industry?
My suggestion is, if I knew what I knew now,
Mhm.
I'll come to you. I'll come to you, even if you don't have the money to buy your own truck. At least rent
Yeah.
for you, so you could rent a sleeper. If I knew what I knew, I would have came to you from day one and rent a truck with a sleeper until I get my money up, then get a truck with a sleeper.
So yeah, that saves you like $500 each week.
Yes, saves you a lot of money.
Because let's say we rent the trucks here for $1,300
Yeah.
with a sleeper, lift gate, fridge, microwave, and diesel heater.
Save you a lot of money.
Yeah, and this truck does not have any of it.
Any of
So just the truck.
Just a truck.
And do they charge percentage per mile or just
Yes. So it's like I said, we drive a lot. This truck alone is like between $800 to $900 a week without the miles. After the miles, we're paying between $1,500 to $2,000.
Mm-hmm.
So that's with the miles.
And imagine you don't have a load for 2 days. You're just working to pay.
So on the holidays, I was home on Wednesday till Monday.
Mm-hmm.
I was home. I was still charged $1,200.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
only drove for 2 days.
Oh man.
Still charged $1,200. So
It looks like someone is like punishing you even if you don't have a job.
still don't have it.
It's
still
just
paying.
cold industry, bro.
Yes. So it's like,
And what about equipment? You guys, like let's say this GPS, you have to buy.
we pay for this. This GPS alone is $400.
Yeah.
This right here, it's $100 a month.
What is this?
It's the motive. You can pay $100 a month for that.
Oh, this is for like tracking device.
Yeah,
Huh?
everybody have to have that. Pallet jack and lift gate. That was about pallet jack. That was about $1,000.
Pallet jack $1,000
Pallet jack is $1,000.
for what? Like to buy it or?
Yeah, we bought it. Pallet jack is $1,000. The straps, you have to have good straps. Straps is like between $60 and $70 for one of them. But yeah, that's about it. Like when you first start.
Come on, man. $1,000 for a pallet jack. So
$1,000 for a pallet
it's
jack.
a lot, bro. Really. But
You know what's crazy about it? There's some pallet that's 2,000-3,000. That was one of the cheapest ones. But it's like it could lift up to like 4,000 pounds, 4,000 or 5,000.
oh, it's brand new, right?
Yeah, it's brand new. So it's like, so we need. At first, I bought a cheap pallet jack, and it only could lift up to 2,500. It broke on me, so I was like, oh, I gotta get me a better pallet jack.
I can, let's say, in the shop, I have a supplier here.
Yeah.
He's doing like refurbishing old pallet jacks.
Yeah.
They are 5,500 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
The guy is selling it for $300.
Oh man, that's amazing.
And if you buy more, you get it for $200.
Mm-hmm.
And he's providing warranty over there. But it just I feel like it's just way overpriced, especially for the trucking industry. Like $1,000 for it. Okay, bro, but who's gonna make that amount of money? Yeah?
Man, that's the cost of like starting this business.
And do you guys pay your for fuel and all
Pay
this?
for everything ourselves, fuel. So that's the most expensive, the fuel. So like right now we're on our way to Portland, Oregon, and then Washington. So it's like from here we're gonna spend between $1,000 on fuel.
Mm-hmm. Plus tolls.
Plus tolls and all that. So that $1,000 of fuel is like right now. I just fold this up, so it costs me $220 to fold it up.
Yeah.
So I get about fold up. You get between 8 to 9 hour drives. Depending if you're going up a hill, you get 8 hours.
Yeah.
Going up
That's
a hill,
it.
you get 8 hours. So it's like you get 10 hours at the most on a fuel, full fuel.
So it's right now the conclusion is it's not in this industry like about how much you make. It's like
Yes, how much you bring back after what you pay. So it's like it all depends. Like if you get a load for 5,000, after your expense, you're gonna bring back 3,500.
yes.
So it's like you're gonna bring back 3,500.
And it's also about the possibility to increase the truck value.
Yeah.
Okay, this is my business, right? I'll be honest. And we're talking about this, but there's like other guys building sleepers, lift gates, whatever.
Yeah.
So let's say it's bigger possibility to get the load when you have lift gate installed. You have it on your truck, that's true.
Yeah.
But also you know that brokers they require 26 feet truck plus lift gate.
Plus lift
If
gate,
you don't have that, you're not on their list
Yeah.
to get a load. So
Let me tell you another thing why sleep is important, right? In this industry, how you gonna make money is like, especially team drivers, is like the quicker you get there. Like, it's some loads, it says it takes 25 hours to get there.
Mhm.
Team drivers, we try to get there the next day. You give us a load on Monday, we try to deliver on Tuesday. So while one person is driving, the other one could be comfortable getting sleep.
Yes.
That's how you really gonna make money.
Mhm.
So like, it's some loads like 24 hours. One person might take 2 to 3 days.
yes.
After 2 to 3 days, like remember the market's closed on Friday,
Mhm.
so you have to get a good load on Friday to last you the whole weekend.
Yeah.
So it's like the quicker you drop it off, that's how the most money you're gonna make.
Mhm.
So if we get a load, we like to drop it off the next day, even if it's like 1,000 miles, 1,200 miles. We like to drop it off the next day. So like when one person is driving, the other person is sleeping, getting good rest.
Yeah.
So that's why sleep is important too.
Yeah, especially because you want this truck to
Keep going.
keep going and
Never
make
stop.
money.
That's how you're gonna make the money. Keep going. So by you having your own truck with your own sleeper, you don't gotta worry about the miles.
Yeah.
So it's like that's the most money you're gonna keep making money. It's like 1,000 miles, 1,200 miles. You try to do it one day. One person drive, the other person gets some good rest. You switch it up.
Yeah.
Truck never stops. You deliver, get a load the next day.
And then you have enough money for yourself and to take
Yes.
care of your truck, to do the services on time and all this
Everything.
stuff. Yeah. And
See, our goal is from Monday through Thursday, we get a load, drop it off the next day. Friday, because the market's closed Saturday and Sunday, most of the market's closed. So you get a load. You try to get a load that's 2,000 miles or better.
Mhm.
That'll last you till Monday. You drop it off.
okay. Mhm.
So Friday, that's when you get the load that's 2,000 miles or better. On Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you get loads that's like 1,000, at the most 1,000 miles, 1,200 miles, so you can drop it off the next day.
Mhm.
That's the goal. Drop it off the next day. Then on Friday, you get a long haul that's 2,000 miles or plus.
Okay, would you, because as a team driver, for you the best thing is like to drive across the United States, like from east to west,
East to west, yes.
east to west. If you drive like Midwest area only, that's not good for you because
No, it's not enough money.
Mhm.
It's not enough money. No, we don't mind doing it.
Yes.
As long as it's 1,000 miles, like, if you tell me you give me a load to Chicago to New York,
Mhm.
on Monday you give me a load to Chicago going to New York. I drop it off I drop it off the next day.
Yes.
So I get a load from New York to back to Chicago. I don't mind. It don't mind going. As long as I could drop it off the next day, I'm fine.
And how do you guys feel about, let's say, okay, now you're just trying to earn as much money as possible to save, then buy your equipment.
Yes.
But what would you do, let's say, if you have 2 or 3 trucks with sleeper lift gates? Would you hire drivers, or would you just, try just to rent it out? Like, what's your vision? How do you see that in the industry?
See, this industry is, to me, from my experience, I would just rent it out. Because it's like, even if you hire drivers in this industry, if one driver mess up your number, your number is done for. So it's just like your whole business is done.
Yes.
So it's like, my recommendation, what I would do, like, if you hire drivers, you have to trust them. If you don't trust them, I'd rather just rent the truck out.
And the people, they are happy now, but in 2-3 months they'll say, I need more money, I'm not making enough.
So it's like, your numbers in this industry, your numbers, like your social security number, your numbers is everything in this industry. One thing I learned about, your numbers is valuable.
Yeah.
Without your numbers, you're nothing in this industry. So you got to work in somebody else's number.
Yes, and especially right now with this market and loads, like you get the load which is like only, probably you guys used to deliver like load this big for $3,000. Doesn't make any sense. And then you have full truck, $4,500.
Yeah.
So what's wrong here? What do we transport as a truck drivers? Like, is it like some hot loads, like they call it, or there's just some else thing going on?
What I like to do, I like to deliver like partial loads. It's like, to me, like, going from the east to west is the best money. You know why? I say, like, you might get a load that's like 3,000-4,000 pounds, and it's going like west coast. So it's like, say that load might cost you like $2,000. So like, you got space in your truck to get another 3,000 or 4,000. You got space to keep getting more loads, because it's like, you're going across, so you can stop. Say like, I'm in New York and I'm going to California. I might get a load that's going to Colorado. I might get a load because you got to pass by there.
Sure.
So it's like, I like to get small loads. It's like, that's 2,000-3,000 pounds. Even if they're paying $2,000, you got keep getting $2,000 loads. That's where you're gonna see a lot of money at too.
I think there is only 2 people in this industry that like keep rolling this whole thing, and that's dispatcher and driver. Everyone else is just investing money.
Yes.
But you, as a driver and a dispatcher, you like make the whole thing work, right? So smart dispatcher and responsible driver, there is no better combination than that.
Yeah, keep it all in the team.
Yeah. So let's say you go from New York to San Francisco, right? But let's say you can get one load to Chicago, unload it, and then maybe get one load from Chicago to, let's say, Nevada, unload, like, it's just, especially with team drivers, you guys get it all done and make more money.
Make more money, that's the goal.
So how do you get partials? Do you go first and get like small load, like 2 pallets, and then you have space for the?
It tells you when the load, like when the loads pop up. It's like, hey, we got a load. It's such and such pallet. It's only gonna be such and such a pound. It's going to the West Coast. I'm like, all right, we'll take that one. So we look for another load that's going near the West Coast. It tells you. So you got loads that's like a full truck. Like this load right here is a full truck.
Yeah, but did you guys ever experience like you gotta unload it by yourself? Like, let's say they play these games like brokers. They send you somewhere. They say it's gonna be paid extra. You just have to unload it.
It happens all the time.
And they lie to you straight to face.
They don't pay you. They don't pay you. So this is another thing. There are a lot about box trucks. Box trucks. You have to unload it yourself because they're not allowed to bring the machine forklift in the truck. So you have to unload it yourself anyway in the box truck. So I don't mind. Like, you have to unload it out the truck and put it towards the edge. They could take it out towards the edge, but you have to unload it yourself.
So that's the good thing, but it's good for exercise too.
Yeah, it's good for exercise, so it don't bother me.
Yeah. So how you guys organize it? You do it everything?
I do it all the time.
Okay.
So I unload it and load it up, so that don't bother me. That's my exercise.
Yeah. And is there any problems with bad weather that you guys experience since you're just starting now?
Nah, never experienced bad weather yet. We try not to go in bad weather. Until, like, box truck, it's good to unload it yourself because them bringing that machine in there, it might mess up your lift gate.
Sure.
So you want to unload it because it can mess up your lift gate.
because you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I have my guys here. Let's say we build sleeper,
Mhm.
and there are certain places they don't allow you to look how they load your truck.
Yeah.
So it's especially they put the pallet in the middle of your truck. You hit the brakes, boom, that pallet is here. You know.
Yeah. No,
So-
that's what I say. Like, but I load it myself.
Yes.
Bring it in there. I load it. The only one I don't load, like this one, I couldn't unload it, so they have
Yes.
to bring it in there. other
But
than
you are
that,
allowed to watch
Yeah.
and tell them, hey,
Yeah.
buddy,
Yeah.
you know.
I'm like, they be like, how far do you want it? And I tell them.
Okay, who is that?
Yeah. So
She's shy, right?
yeah.
Come on, why?
So basically, that's how this industry is.
Yes. So, guys, one more time. Thank you.
No, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you,
I'll
brother.
see you this week.
Yes.
All right.